hold it.
Mum.
I'm leaving that bit in.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just going to see you getting ready for the video.
Oh, Mum!
Hello, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another video. I am back outside and I am back with Lesley and Debbie. I forgot your name, sorry. Move this way a little bit. There we go.
I'm sleeping.
Now we can see
It's
you.
okay, you can.
As soon as I start filming, my phone goes off. Never happens unless I'm filming. But today is a weird video, I think. I'm not sure, you guys don't know what's happening, do you?
No.
But I know it's already going to be weird because there's already been laughter at one thing I've said that wasn't even that funny. But before we start, should we show the view? Let's have a look down there. If you can really see it that well. That's our town right there.
Excuse me. Don't hit us.
Doing a 360 on a bench is not easy. Does not work. Hello, I'm back on screen. You missed me, right? So, what do you think we're doing today?
I'm not.
Why do you think I took you on like a mile-long walk?
Dunno.
Because I'm leaving you here. Bye.
Jump off the cliff?
No, that's just morbid.
Don't leave us. We don't know how to do this. That video thing.
Really? You want to be a YouTuber?
I know.
You're going to need to learn.
I know.
So, bye.
No.
Come back here. Sit.
Oh, I'm not allowed to leave. Right,
No.
okay,
No.
so the real reason I actually brought you here, I'm totally not trying to drag this out as long as I can, is because I have a couple of stories to tell you that I reckon you may not know about Seaton. And I've just told people where I live.
Spooky stories?
That's a good start. Ish.
Ooh.
In a way, I reckon you'll find them quite spooky. It involves real life deaths.
Oh.
So that's a start. There's only two, and I don't really know a lot of information about them. I've got more information on one of them than I was
Why does it
on
have
another.
to be spooky?
Because
I'm only a kid.
it's daytime.
And I'm
And
a
you watch
kid.
my other videos.
Yeah, so that doesn't...
They're spookier than this one. I mean, most of them have got just me in, that's terrifying.
And this one.
And your mum's here so she can comfort you. And
Yeah, well, I'll try.
give you to your dad if you get too scared. So, there's those two stories that actually involve deaths on that cliff there that we just walked past.
Oh, right.
That I kind of showed you in the video, but you can't really see it that well because there's a massive tree blocking us because, you know, nature's rude. And also, I have some new stuff because I have some more ideas. And I know you said a while ago that you wanted to... You won't be able to do these, Debbie, because you are too young for
I
these.
know.
But I know a while ago you did say that you wanted... Don't look like that. Yeah, you wanted to go to the haunted murder house.
Yes.
And you would be willing to stay overnight?
Yeah?
Okay, so...
When I'm older.
If it's still there. So there are two things that I had in mind, which, well, technically three, but two of them are the same thing. So there are two houses, obviously the murder house, and there is another one that we're not supposed to be in, so I'm not going to say the name of it yet, which is quite close, and it's an abandoned mansion.
Oh, right.
So those are two possibilities of overnight videos.
Can you stop moving
Sorry.
your leg?
Also, once this is what I've got in mind for this year. Some rough stuff that I've got in mind for this year. I want to start doing more overnight videos and more exploring videos because those are the ones that have got the most views on the channel.
Right, okay.
So, the other option is I was looking online the other day at some of the scariest, most haunted hotels in England.
In England?
Yes. We are in England, it's not really that far out of our way.
telling me that.
You're welcome. Lesson learned. Don't do drugs and stay in school. Seriously, stay in school.
I will.
Emily, stay in college. Just gonna
Yes,
put that out
stay
there.
in college. Stay in college.
Literally nobody watching this will understand that.
No.
But
Yeah, because
my camera's about to fall off the table.
because they're not in our family,
They are not.
so they won't understand why we're saying Emily's staying.
They won't. Thank you for explaining it. So, now you might all understand. Comment down below if you don't, and I'll post another video of Debbie explaining it.
No, I'm not going to explain it. I might do, I might not.
But yes, I was looking at some of the most haunted hotels in England, and some of them have some really good stories.
Ooh,
And it's
okay.
quite difficult in this area to find some places that are haunted and to find big enough hotels. And there's a couple that I was looking at, and what I want to do is I want to not buy, but obviously rent out a family room and get a group of people to go and stay there and get some ghost hunting done
Yeah.
and
sounds
see
good.
if we can find anything spooky.
Yep.
You're too young. I'll buy you a Barbie doll.
Yay! I don't like dolls. Because
What do you like?
I like sweets.
YouTubing.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll buy you some slime.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
slime.
or
I like
stuff
slime.
to make slime.
Just because I know your mum loves slime on her carpets. Anyway, back to this because we keep going off topic.
No.
It's now been over 7 minutes and I still haven't finished the intro.
Yeah.
It's the longest intro yet. I think it's the longest intro in like
Stop moving
YouTube history.
around.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, those are the two ideas: the overnights in the abandoned places and the overnight in the hotel.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just to try and get a bit of ghost hunting done.
Yeah.
I did buy some new equipment. Would you like to see the new equipment first, or would you like to hear the scary stories first?
Scary story.
Stories.
Okay, so there are two, and the first one I believe either originates in that building there, which is a care home,
All right.
or the
What,
other
is that
care
a checkered
home.
Is
No,
that checkered
Check house is just down. Check house is a bit further down.
So it's right there.
So
Right
that's
there.
one of the care
Right.
homes.
That right
That there
right there.
is where one of the stories originated, and there is another one down the road from that one, which it's either one of those two, maybe Check house. I'm not 100% sure.
Why does it have to be there?
Because atmospheric, it makes the story better. And I figured, why not bring an 8-year-old to a scary location to do a scary film, you know?
Yeah.
She doesn't mind.
I don't mind.
What's wrong with creeping out an 8-year-old? I don't have to live with her. But yes, it originated in either that care home or the one down the road, and there was a lady who was in there, and she was obviously feeling very lonely, didn't have family that went to see her or anything. Which happens in a lot of care homes around Britain, which isn't nice really.
No.
But I've been seeing a lot of adverts on TV lately that have been like supporting lonely old people, which is nice.
That's
All
so
right.
cute.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, she was feeling very lonely. I'm not 100% on this story because I was very young when it happened.
Aww. That's cute.
I think I was younger than you actually,
Aww.
which means it was over 11 years ago.
That's even more cute.
So, from what I gather, she was feeling very lonely, very sad, and obviously depression's a very horrible thing. And being on your own makes it even worse, having no one to talk to, having no one there for you. Obviously the nurses are there, but at the time I don't think the care was that great,
No,
which it isn't in a
probably
lot of them. But she at one point managed to sneak out of her room, and she snuck out. Obviously, you know where both of these care homes are, they're both right on the edge of cliffs. And she climbed out of her bedroom window and walked straight down the edge of that cliff there.
Or just jumped off.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
crumbs. They found her, obviously,
Yes.
how
Yes.
long later?
I think it was the next day. I'm not 100%.
Well, it was
I don't know a lot about this. And the second story involves, I actually do have some stuff on this one because
I'm trying to see.
sorry, that's my
You can move up a bit anyway.
that's my new house. Right
Ooh,
there.
nice.
Oh, is it?
I like your house.
It will be.
I like your new house.
Where is it? It's in my gallery. Here we go. So this is taking longer than I thought it would. Where are you? There. Right. Okay. So here. Right. So it's either that cliff there, the same cliff, or that cliff behind us, which actually has a trail running just inside of it, which is that one just there. And you can walk around that cliff and be in it. So, well, not be in the cliff, but you get what I mean. There's a trail along the cliff, and it's probably a lot easier to fall off than anything.
I'm trying to move.
But there was a group of tourists. This was in
It's in the middle.
2009
I'm not,
that this was posted, and then it was
2009.
updated again in 2010. So there was a group of tourists walking around, seeing, obviously doing their thing, exploring, and I think it possibly was up there, which I kind of want to go and check it out, because they say it was an accident, but with that many people, that I don't know. I really don't know. My view is it could have been more. But they were walking along either there or there, and one of them fell off, and they fell 300 feet to their death. And I think it took about a year for their family to be told, because their family was in Poland and they were here.
Oh, gosh.
There was a lot of people called, police, ambulance, coast guards, pretty much everyone you could imagine.
How old were they?
They were 39,
Oh,
so
dear.
not even halfway through life really.
No.
Coming up to that point, but not quite there.
That's sad.
Apparently, a lot of people apparently said that they saw him fall, but
I
I'm
don't
not
think
100%.
they
The
did.
reasoning they gave was, I don't see any like proof of this anywhere. I can't find it. But the reason that they gave is that he was actually trying to take a picture of him hanging off the edge of the cliff, like to look like he was hanging off the edge of the cliff. And this is where I think it's a bit weird, because the story says that he was holding onto a bit of grass. And anyone with any knowledge, you don't even have to have knowledge to know that if you pull on a bit of grass hanging off the edge of the cliff, it's going to break.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't
So
think that's
apparently
real.
he was trying to take a picture hanging off the edge of the cliff, holding onto this bit of grass, and the bit of grass broke and he fell 300 foot down the cliff and landed
I
in the
don't
bushes
think-
at the bottom.
I don't think that's true, like holding onto a bit of grass.
I don't think it is either. That's where I think it gets a little bit suspicious,
I
because it is a bit weird that any person would think,
I-
let's hang on to this bit of grass off the edge of a cliff. It'll
I
it'll
thought
hold me
they'll
up.
I thought they would just walk and
Not possible.
accidentally fall
But
off.
they labelled it as accidental and not suspicious. But I'm not 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
So what I want
can't
to
see
do
that
is,
with it.
before it gets really dark, I have brought some torches as well,
Alright.
Okay.
is go up there and have a look at the
Follow.
trail, just a little bit of it, and pull on some grass. Not hanging off the edge of the cliff,
Don't.
but I just want to pull on some grass and just test if it breaks. Because anybody
I
with
could
any
even
knowledge
do
would
that
really
now.
know.
I could even do that now and pull.
Yeah,
grass.
but it's up there, so it might be different grass. You know what Devon's like.
Yeah. I
But-
like walking sometimes.
Yes. Before we go up there, though, I will show you this new stuff that I have bought.
Ooh,
Because, right, one of the things I have heard is that if I can find it all in my Hermione Granger bag for some reason, because it's never ending, where is it all gone? There you
never
are.
ending.
Okay, is this?
Ooh, what is that?
Oh, what's that then?
This is a miniature, really cheap throwaway radio transmitter that I bought from
Ooh.
Tesco's. Shout out to Tesco's, because,
Nice.
you know, how cool is that? Really cheap, throwaway. What this is for, and what I'm hoping, obviously it's for radio, but there are stories that I have read and things that I have watched that have shown people using this sort of thing to actually contact spirits.
Alright.
And you can use
Don't choke on your juice.
please don't, we're not going to do it now, don't worry. But you can use the radio frequencies in between
Yeah.
to
That is creepy.
and talk to them, and they can communicate with you through these. So obviously I'm not going to play any music because I will get copyrighted and I really don't want to.
Don't play any music.
But you can switch between radio frequencies. And when you find, well, one similar to this, or any really, as long as it's in between radio frequencies, you can use it to supposedly contact spirits.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
We're not going to do it now, don't worry.
I don't want to contact spirit.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it now. This is for when I do more late night things and ghostly things, and
Yeah, when I'm older I might do that with you.
just something a bit different really, because I've never really, obviously I've done exploring before and I've spoke about ghostly things before,
Have you?
but I've never on my channel looked for ghostly things.
No. Well, you can't. Do you want to put your
And the other thing I only bought 2 today because, you know, I'm slowly running out of money just on this video. Is this magic. Right, the light is getting really bad, hang on.
Yeah. Oh, that hurts my eyes.
There we go, that's a little bit better. Is this, now you can see it a little bit better,
Oh, that hurts my eyes.
which is my new Bluetooth speaker,
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
which
nice.
I'm very, very happy with.
music can sound really good on that.
And what I bought this for is because in a lot of the videos I've seen, and this cost a lot more than that did, than the radio transmitter did. But what I've seen is a lot of people just use the radio transmitters and they think they hear something, but they can never be too sure. So what I did is I bought that, and alongside it I bought an aux cable, and I bought this to plug them into each other, so that this will make it a lot louder,
Yeah.
so that we can actually hear what's
That
happening.
is really good quality, actually.
Oh,
These are
that's
really good.
I hope so. It cost me like 40 quid.
Oh my God.
Oh, it should be good.
It should be good then. If it's a lot of money, it means it's good.
Should we try it out?
Yeah.
Not with music. We'll try it with the radio
Oh,
transmitter.
nice. That noise.
Why are you scared of that?
I just make me jump.
Where's the top 2 juice for you?
Dunno.
Yeah, Debbie.
Oh, this is more like a drink, alright. I don't want to drink it all.
Okay, this is taking really long actually.
Yeah.
But we'll do this and then we'll go exploring before it gets too dark, because it is getting
Yeah.
really dark.
And then we're going to take the light.
You can hear the difference already. Like,
Yeah.
it's so much louder.
Yeah.
And just like listening to it on this is a lot quieter than listening to it on this.
Oh, yeah. It's,
But what I did earlier is I was playing with this earlier when I bought it, because I thought, great, yay, I've got new equipment, I can play with it. And stupidly I thought, let's do it in my own house, because I'm a genius and I love freaking myself out in my own house.
Why?
I don't. It was sarcasm, because I've got to live there. But I was doing this in my own house earlier and I was messing around with it, and
Obviously.
it was dead silent in the whole thing, and I had a really quiet radio signal and nothing was coming through, and then I said hello and I got a scream. That's all I got, was a scream. I got nothing
Really?
else.
That
It went really
scares
high
me.
pitched, really loud,
Like, I'm
and
not gonna...
very, it was on one of the quieter frequencies, like I had it on a second ago, so it was on one of those, and it just got really, really loud.
Never say
And
that.
there was just a never say that I got a scream in my house.
No. I meant, like, don't say...
Boo.
No.
Scared yet?
No.
Why not?
Well, I am, but...
Anyway, this is now turned into a 20-minute video, so let's get the torch out and
go
let's go and
explore.
see this thing and
Yeah, but-
test out if the grass is broken.
Yeah.
That is the cliff that the man fell down.
What about the woman?
The woman fell down the one over there. Right, let's go and see if we can get some grass to break. Because,
Obviously it will.
apparently
How
in
obvious
Poland
is
the
it?
grass is immortal.
How obvious is that?
And no, before anybody says anything, I'm not making jokes about the death or anything.
No.
Respect to the guy because he lost his life at a young age.
Oh, yeah, he did. So that's sad.
All I'm doing is making a joke about Polish grass.
Yeah, grass can break easily.
Certainly not a nice way to
Oh,
go, is
Kai,
it?
stop
No.
waving that at my eyes.
So you know, and what can you think in those last few seconds apart from...
I honestly don't know. Like, you're falling down a cliff. I don't really think much is going through your mind, other than the fact I'm falling down a cliff.
Yeah.
And
Mum, when
the
your
fact
arm-
you're not going to make it. But
Mum.
that's if you don't die on
Mum,
first impact.
When your arm is getting tired, I'll hold the camera for you.
Will you?
Yeah, that's if you don't die on first impact, because if you hit your head or something, you're gonna.
I'm not gonna die.
Not you. We're talking in general.
Oh.
Life lesson. Hang on.
Shall I let you two walk in front?
Life lesson. Do not fall down a cliff.
Oh, I'm thinking that. Like, while
It's a good life lesson.
Absolutely.
Like, pretend this is a cliff and you fall some grass, you'll
Yep.
obviously die.
Here you go. I'm putting it on you. Putting it on you. Here you go. You've got this YouTube thing nailed. I'll see you guys later.
Hey!
Hey! Don't go in there.
I'm gonna go and stay with those guys.
No, you're not.
Their house is nicer than mine.
Oh,
That's true.
I can see my breath now.
What do you mean that's true? That's harsh on my house. My house is okay. It has its moments, but it's okay.
Hi.
Whoa.
Sorry if I'm hurting you guys.
Yeah, there are some really lovely houses up here. There's obviously these ones here that you can see.
Oh, I like.
Yes, that looks like a wedge of
Point at the
cheese.
sea.
And there's
Point
one,
at the
those
sea.
trees there.
Point
There's
at the sea, Mum.
one in that.
It's nice.
There's one. There's benches up there. I don't know if you can see them on camera. You probably can't, and a flagpole as well.
I can't see it.
That's
Oh
someone's
yeah.
garden.
Well, I can see it, but I don't know about the...
Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to see it on camera, but that's someone's garden,
Jesus,
which
my
is
hands are getting cold.
right on the edge of a cliff.
I should have brought my
Shall I hold
gloves.
You did bring your gloves.
I didn't.
You put some gloves in your bag.
Shall I hold the camera for you, Mum?
I don't know, shall I let her do it?
Yeah, but don't just film yourself, okay?
Okay. It's heavy.
Vlogging lifestyle. She's away. Right, we're going down here now. And I'm not going to be talking much in the video at this point because I'm going to run out of breath walking up here.
Oh, it's okay.
It's very steep.
My hands.
I've jogged
Already?
Up there. I've jogged up there
Yeah,
before.
it's
I
freezing.
ran up here the other
The
day.
grizzly.
I've seen that
the
path.
pub run.
Me and Nana and Mum and Dad. Me and
That
Mum
is
and
still hard.
all of my family has walked up this way before.
I can't even run to the shop. I cycled up here though.
Mum, do you want to
Surprise,
take
surprise,
the light?
YouTube.
Do you
I'm
wanna
healthy.
Take the light from me? It's really dark.
It is. I'm trying to get as much light on the camera as I can.
Why is it so dark?
It's
Do
a
you
little
want any
thing
more
called
of
the
this
sun
juice?
setting.
I'm sick of holding it.
Huh?
Do you want any more of this?
No.
What are you laughing at?
Mum.
Right. Hold it.
Ah!
Let's. Okay, right. I can see myself. Wow, that's scary. Can kind of see myself. Kind of trying not to blind. Right. There we go. Okay,
Hear
so
noises.
yes, people live here.
I
That
know-
probably worked better actually.
I know that.
So there is a trail just. Is it this
That's
one?
scary.
No.
Is that
it's
me
not this one.
ringing?
I bet Emily's drinking.
Wait. Now get your phone out. I'll answer it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just say that we're doing a YouTube video.
Well, she said she got video call.
I know her password. scared me
She's
so
obviously
much.
been messaging.
That scared me
Should
so
I keep it
much.
straight?
Yeah.
No. I've already given her a load of money.
Let's video call her and we can put her on camera.
Yeah, it's the plastic bottle.
That scared me so much when that man walked down.
She hung up on me.
Oh my god, it is so dark.
That's so rude. She hung up on me. See that? She hung up on me.
That's annoying. Emily,
She just said I can't call at the moment. I was like, who's called twice?
I know,
Can I
exactly.
There you go.
can I speak?
I'll keep
We
it
can.
in the
Hang on.
Emily, if you're watching this, please ring so I can speak to you.
Sassy. Anyway, I'm not sure where this exit
I
is.
don't want to go up here. It's so dark.
It's just going to get darker.
Oh no. My leg.
When she grows up, she'll be fearless.
Dang.
This video is 35 minutes long,
Oh no.
and we're not done yet.
You have to edit.
Oh, I've still got to edit. Have we gone too? No, we have not gone too far. We've made it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just here, isn't
I'm slowly running out of breath.
me too.
Here, this
it? I'm sure I could still
What
talk.
are we doing?
is the turning point.
Why are we going up here?
That bit
That's
that
right. Okay guys, there we go. I am back home. Sorry it cut out. My camera did die. I didn't prepare for that. I didn't take a backup camera or anything. I didn't think it would take as long as it did, but it's quite a long video. I'm going to try and cut it down as much as I can. I'm going to obviously when you're watching this I'll have already edited it, but I'm going to start editing in a minute. Sorry, that is my brother asking if he can have food. I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, I thought it was a success. I'm really annoyed that the camera died and that you guys couldn't see the view. I'm gonna try and put it in as best I can. I've got it for a thumbnail, so I think I'll probably use that as a thumbnail instead, really. I did film a little bit on my phone, but I'm not sure if I want to use it because the footage isn't great. But I can only do what I can do. My camera did die. I'm really sorry that my camera died. I didn't want that to happen, but unfortunately these things happen, and I didn't have a spare battery or a backup camera on me at all, because for some reason I can't get a spare battery for this camera. It would help if I knew what camera it was, but even when I found the battery I haven't been able to get hold of it because nowhere's got it in stock ever, which is really annoying. But thank you for watching anyway. A huge shout out to Lesley and Debbie as well. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for listening to the stories. I look forward to what this year's got in store, and seeing where it goes, because I want to do a few overnights and I want to do a few different things, and I would like your guys' opinions as well. I would like to know what you guys want to see, and what you guys want me to do. I've got a few ideas. It's just really finding the time to do them, and really finding the people to do them with, because they're not really the kind of videos you can do on your own. But we'll see where it takes us. As you would have seen in this video, I've got quite a few planned that I want to do. It's just figuring out an ideal time to do them when everybody's free, and when it's not going to interfere with day-to-day life, because everybody has a job anyway, so we've got to work it around that. But thank you very much for watching. That is it for this video. I will see you all next time. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. Any ideas that you have would be awesome. I will try my best to do any ideas that you guys can come up with. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends. That'd be awesome. Thank you very much. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all next week. Peace.